Hi, this is Gayle. Welcome to my channel. What would you say if I told you that you could ride on a air-conditioned bus that had free Wi-Fi and electrical outlets on each seat for as low as $1? Well, you can, but I'm not talking about just any bus. I'm talking about Megabus. And I'm going to show you how I scored cheap tickets to go from Knoxville, Tennessee to New York City round trip for 2 people for around 20 bucks. So let's talk about that. Hi, this is Gayle. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to walk you through the whole process right now. Let me show you how to book those cheap Megabus tickets. The URL that you need if you're in the US is the us.megabus.com. And you will want to open up a free Megabus account. That way it'll keep up with all of your tickets. I'm already signed in, I think. Nope. Yes, I am. Okay, so we're going to go into us.megabus.com, which is where we were a second ago. I already have an account set up. I'm just going to go one way. And I want to go from close to me, which I guess would be probably Knoxville, Tennessee. That's where I usually leave from. And let's say I want to go from here to New York City, for example. You want to set your dates out as far in advance as possible. So I'm going to just see how far I can go here. Okay, now they're booking through the 9th of January. So let me see. Let's just say I would like to go up for a weekend, just for grins and giggles. Let's say what it would be like to go up on the 4th of January. Again, this is just a random date. Type that in, see what comes up. Boom, $85. Ow, that hurts. Let's see, we can toggle the dates here. Let's check for the 5th of January. Still expensive. 6th and 7th. Okay, I don't like any of these dates. So let's just go, ooh, 3rd of January doesn't look too bad. So if I was traveling and I couldn't do the 4th, I could possibly do the 3rd, and that would save me about, what, $65 there? I want to go from Knoxville to New York City, but I know from previously checking that this thing's going to stop in Washington, D.C. So let's check the price from Knoxville to Washington and see if we can get a trip from Washington to New York and see if that changes the price. So there it is right there. We're going to go back and we're going to choose the 4th of January, like we did a minute ago. Find tickets. Ah, boom. Okay, 4th of January, they've currently got one for $15 going from Knoxville to Washington. Let's just kind of play around with this date a little bit. Okay, on the 7th is $49 and $15. So I could do 15 on the 6th or the 4th. Just curious, January 1 here. Ouch. Okay, so the 4th is the day to travel to go from Knoxville to Washington. We would get in, by clicking on this drop button, we get in at 8:45. Let's see what we have from Washington to New York, because we know the bus is going to stop in Washington. So we can take it from Knoxville to Washington and then go from Washington to New York and see what that is. Okay, that's leaving on January 4, because we're going to want a late ride. So here it was not going to, oh, we're not in yet. Sorry, let me back up. And here they've got it flagged, cheapest result. And we're going to go on down. So leaving at, let's say 10 p.m. because 9's going to really push it. So if we left at 10 p.m., we'd get there at 2:40 for $5. So it's not the price that we wanted here, but you have to admit that $20 is still pretty cheap. It's broken up into 2 legs though if we go on the 4th, or straight through if we go on the 3rd. Now let's see how easy it is to actually book the ticket. All we would do to reserve the ticket is just click Add to Basket. We've got the little character here, that logo. So it says reserve seats for 1 passenger. Departure and arrival. I'm not booking, I'm just showing you the process. Now we're to the point where we can choose our seat. Most Megabus in the US are 2 decks, top and bottom. You can't always choose your seat, but you can some of the times. Now there is an extra charge for it, but you have the assurity of knowing exactly where you're going to be sitting on the bus. Reserving a seat is not a requirement, but if there's a particular spot you want on the bus, you're better off reserving. Each Megabus seat reclines just a little bit, and they all have electrical outlets, and you can access Wi-Fi anywhere on the bus. The prime seats are the ones that you can reserve. On the bottom floor, there are actually 8 seats that have tables. 4 of those are usually available for reserve. On the upper deck, the front seats are the ones you can reserve. The more expensive ones on top are said to have a little bit more leg room. I personally have not tried it. I didn't reserve. I'm going to go ahead and reserve it now because of demonstration purposes. I'm going to click the button and reserve that. I'm going to pay the extra $3. I've already got the other one added to my basket. Now I've got the reserved seat of $3. Here we go. This has upped my ticket from Washington, D.C. Went from $10 and is now $13. That's still a pretty reasonable price. It gives me the option down here to add another trip if I chose to do so. I can change seats. I can see the full route, which in this case is straight from Washington to New York. I can share the itinerary, and here it tells you the 1 luggage up to 50 pounds and 1 small piece of hand luggage. Do not try to deviate with this. I'm going to deviate for just a second and expand upon this luggage allowance. Megabus is not kidding. Once in a while they might make an exception, I don't know, but I saw a bus driver happen to leave a young woman sobbing in a parking lot in the middle of the night, and she had brought way too many bags, and it was a packed bus. Too much luggage and you get into a safety issue for all the riders. Don't push it with a luggage allowance. So we're going to close that out. And down here you can see the booking details. There is a $2.50 booking fee. New York and some of the other larger cities charge a facility fee. This is not a Megabus price. This goes to the facility, they say. There's a $10 seat charge, the reserve seat fee of $3, the $2.50 booking fee, and 75 cents for the facility fees. So this ticket from DC to New York City would cost a whole $16.25. To reserve, so you would just click that you've read the terms and conditions and pay. There you go. That's how you would do it. Megabus has locations all across the country. I was just picking on what's near me. There are major hubs in like Atlanta, Washington, D.C., I think LA, just lots of places. Booking is easy, but you do have to book well in advance to get the cheapest tickets. So there you go. That's all there is to it. If you like this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up, and always you can share the video, but don't forget to subscribe to get all of the future videos. And thank you guys for watching and being a part of this channel. I will see you out, about, and online. Bye.